How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here, bringing you another episode in the Grounded series. So today we're going to pick up right where we left off last time, and this is going to be after we built our house, what do we do next? So I intentionally didn't start with a new day just yet, because I wanted to actually showcase what happens when you sleep. I see I've got some grass going up my house, which is a bit interesting, and a puddle of water, which was not here before. So looks like the environment's changed a bit. This is post update with the bird as well as footprints, which is something I think this is. But let's see how it goes. So what I wanted to really point out is take a look at my water intake as well as my food intake. And now this is one very important thing to keep in mind before you go to bed, and that's that you still use these resources whilst you're sleeping. Because you see there where you wake up, you've lost a lot of those resources. So now we're going to go and find some food and water. And it certainly looks like I've now got my house in a footprint. Which, whilst is really, really cool, it's a bit irritating. Because this is not what I wanted. That's a bit frustrating. Because now I've got a pool of water in my house. As well as a very inconvenient way in and out. So I'm going to need to see how to fix this, otherwise I might have to end up moving my house, because this is not going to work long term. But anyway, let's continue. So we are now in our next day. So to start things off, one of the best things to do is to use the second day to start collecting resources and to start basically choosing a direction. So this environment's changed quite a bit actually, but so as I said, one of the nice things about this location is the fact that you've got this juice bottle over here, and drinking this water does actually give you food as well as water, which is a very, very useful thing. I was hoping for a second drop here somewhere, but it doesn't look like there is. But it's alright because I've got a bunch of mushrooms that I can actually eat. So that's okay. Wow, this environment's quite different after the patch. I wonder if we're going to see the bird today. That'll be quite interesting. So we've got ourselves a new footprint here, which is awkward, but it is what it is. I must say it's a very nice addition to the game. It's just unfortunate that it is under my house. But hey, there it is. So we've now got our basic house, and one of the main things with this game is inventory space. And you've got to then manage your inventory space. Sorry, I'm busy sighing because I kind of have to move this house. So I want to see if I can get something underneath, but I don't think that's even going to work. Where is my base building? Grass wall. I can attach it underneath, but it's going to be very, very awkward. It's not going to fit the whole way. Alright, it looks like we're going to be building a new base, but I think that I'll do off screen because I don't want to waste the time of this video actually doing it. Hello, little weevil. So, one thing you could start taking into account very early on is under the Utilities tab, there is a storage basket, which allows you to actually expand your inventory space by 20 stacks. Now, it is stationary, so you'll be leaving it in your base. But that being said, this is a very important early on item. So let's get ourselves some woven fiber. I just don't have enough. So let's go and find ourselves some plant fibers. One thing to note is that when you cut down grass, the actual stem itself, you can cut it down further. Oops, sorry, aphid. And you get plant fibers from that as they drop to the ground. Don't know where those other ones catapulted to. There they are. So let's grab ourselves a whole bunch of plant fibers and let us weave ourselves our first basket. I don't know where my base is going to go just yet. I'm going to have to like reevaluate this area. But I think for now, let's just put it over here. It's a bit of a strange place, but that's alright. I forgot to carry on crafting that. There we go. Alright, so there's our storage basket. We can now keep things in here that we don't need on us at all times. So for example, like the quartzite, we don't need these stacks with us, so we can leave them here. We also don't need to be carrying around mite fuzz with us. That's not going to do anything. Or nat fuzz for that instance. So these can go away. If it means probably going to spoil really quickly. So that is what it is. More mite fuzz can go there. I don't need to walk around with all these stalks on me either. If it honeydew, I can keep on me because I can drink that. And let's put the clover down there. That's alright. I think the rest of it I can leave on me because the rest I'll use... oh wait, I've actually got some more stalks there that can go in. And now that at least frees up my inventory space. Which makes it a little bit easier to actually sort out what you've got going. I do see that the new status tab is open where you've got mutations where you can change certain aspects of your character. I haven't got anything yet, so for now, I'm going to not really speak about that too much. So I see this meat has now spoiled, so I'm just going to drop that. And yeah, so now we can actually go about and start collecting our resources. Now, one of the things you can look at very early on is if you go towards... I've now forgotten which tab it's in. If you go towards your... Oh man, where is it now? Under the utilities part... Oh, yeah, the table's actually in. Fantastic. These are some of the new items that came in. This is actually the first time I've loaded in since the update. So that's actually really, really cool. So one thing you start putting together are these plank pallets and these stem pallets. Now, these are quite nice for just basically sorting out your base a little bit and keeping those grass patches as well as the stems from... What are they called? From the... Not daisies. Oh man, I've drawn a complete blank this morning. My brain is just not working. So the planks from either the weeds or from the daffodils? No, daffodils. Oh my word, my brain is just not working this morning. Anyway, you can use it from those to just keep it nice and stacked so it's not lying around your base everywhere. I'm just trying to walk up here just trying to find the name of this thing. Oh my word. I'm drawing an absolute blank this morning. Where is it gone? There it is. Dandelion! That's the word. My word, I can't believe I forgot what a dandelion was. So one thing I want to speak about that's a very good early on recipe is don't feel to continuously analyze everything because it gets you those science points which you need and helps you unlock new recipes. Clovers are a very useful resource. As you can see, there's a lot of recipes that run off of it. And one of the things I want to be looking at now is the first set of armor you can build in the game. The most basic type is the clover type. And what's very nice about the clover type armor is that it essentially makes it a bit easier to stick around. Because it gives you fuller, which makes you require less food, as well as giving you a modifier when you're wearing all three at the same time, which is essentially like quenched. You use less water. So it just helps you in your day-to-day base. But to do so, we need to get ourselves a workbench. Now this is kind of why I wanted a house so I could put everything inside of it. But unfortunately, there's now a footprint in my house. So I'll get around to that at a later stage. So for now, I'm just going to be building a workbench out in the middle of nowhere. So I need to get myself some grass planks, which I do have. I need to get myself some more sprigs and some more sap. Now, sprigs are easy enough. You can just walk around and grab them. I've already got enough that I need. And then in terms of sap, you usually get your sap from downed branches or twigs. So those are those branches or twigs that are basically lying on the ground, like this one just ahead of me over here. And hanging off of this, you'll find yourself some sap. Now, I'm hoping there's a second point of sap on this, really. There should be on the other end, but... Ah, there it is. Alright, so I've got enough sap now for that. Just grab as much sap as I can. And let's go get those planks. What is this plant now? This is new. Oh, there's new plants sprouting up, which is quite interesting. That's one thing. Because this game is still in development, things are changing, which is a really, really good thing, because it makes the game quite exciting. So I guess for now, this is just my temporary base. So I'm just going to make it what it is. So let's get this workbench down. I'm going to rotate that slightly so it's actually sitting on this side. And there we go. Let's just throw those away. We don't need them. So looking at our workbench, we can now actually build some new things. Now we can build some aphid slippers, which now allow us to move a little bit faster. An eye patch, which increases our damage slightly. A might hat, which gives us a bit more stamina. Not really what we need right now. But this is what I want to start working on, which is the clover hood. And the clover armor, essentially. But to do so, I'm going to need myself some more clovers. Now, this starting area is very convenient because it has most of these starting resources that you need. So if you hop along just here, you will see a nice big field of clovers. And this is exactly what I want to pick up at the moment. Just to complete this armor. And the reason I want to go for this armor first is it's a big quality of life improvement. Because it enables you to get more out of your day. And just optimizing the time you spend in the day. Because you don't want to be spending your day running around getting water, running around getting food. You want to minimize the amount of time that you're doing things like that, so that you can actually focus on gathering more resources, building your base, and exploring. So getting a recipe like this out as soon as you can, I find that quite important because it enables you to actually spend your time a bit more usefully. So you really want to try and optimize that as much as possible. I'm just grabbing some more plant fibers because I don't actually think I have enough. I'm being lazy. I don't feel like cutting down grass. I'm just going to grab the basic ones off of the floor. And then go from there. At least then we can equip the first set of armor, which is actually quite exciting. And this is a piece of armor I use on a regular basis as well, because it is rather useful. Let's go and craft up these materials quickly. Because I'm going to be needing a whole bunch of these as well. I do see I haven't actually analyzed the fiber yet, which I must go and do. Maybe I'll do that quickly before I actually build the armor. Just so I can have all those recipes done, and I can at least use up all of the charges as quickly as possible. And I may as well grab some resources on the way, because you're always going to be using plant fibers, so picking up these little sprouts is not a bad thing. Let's analyze this quickly. Oh, I've actually got two charges left. That's alright. Got ourselves a recipe for the acorn shovel, and the sprig bone and the eye patch we already know. Now, acorn shovel I would love to build right now, but I don't think I'm even close to that, because the next point of the story which I need to do is to go to the acorn tree, but I know there's some spiders in that direction, and I'm not at the point right now where I want to do that. There's other things I want to do in the meantime. So let's get all of these built up, and now we've got ourselves some armor. I think I actually doubled up. Oh, I didn't double up anything. So you can just double click on it to equip it, and there is your first set of armor. Now, one thing to point out is that whilst it's equipped, it is still in your inventory, so you're still using it. So it still takes up inventory space. But that is Lil Pete with his clover armor on. Now, you see, the set, what it does is it tells you, it gives you fuller, which I wonder if it doesn't actually say it in the status effect. I was wondering about that. So what it does is it essentially makes you use less food. And then when you equip the same set altogether, you get a set bonus. And this clover set bonus is moist, which enables me to use less water. Which, as I said earlier, is a huge thing because it enables me to just spend less time wasting time taking in those resources. So for now, let's put those down there because I'm not going to need them anymore. The sap as well, I'm not going to need right now. Unfortunately, I'm going to be needing to build a base soon, but that's not something I really want to do on stream because it's a bit of a waste of time, almost, because I've done it already. So that's the first thing. Now I can go and look and be like, okay, what do I need to do next? I've got my basic set of armor out right now, which will keep me going for a little bit. There's nothing in the workbench that I need to do. I actually should probably get some fiber bandages going just in case something surprises me. Nothing in art. Base building I'll do in a second. Meal prep, I could build a roasting spit, but until I have a house there's not much point. And a dew collector, I'm not in the mood for fetching these resources just yet. But to build a house, getting these pallets out makes that a little bit easier. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. So let me start with our plank pallet to get those going. So I need to get myself some more woven fiber, so some more plant fibers, some pebblets, and some grass chunk, some dried grass chunks. Now this is, again, this is one of those things you can build that just makes your life a little bit easier because it enables you to consolidate your resources, which, again, it's just very useful. I just realized now I'm actually missing a tool, which is my pebble hammer. I'm getting some pebblets, and so I can actually break these rocks open. I don't know why I didn't actually build in the first place, because this enables you to get your resources out that much faster, which, as I've always said, is that's what you want to aim to do. I actually need to repair this. Oh, I did have a hammer. Oh, man, that's frustrating. Oh, well, now I have two, I guess. Didn't see it in my inventory there. So using the pebble hammer on these pebbles enables you to break the pebbles open and just get those resources out a little bit faster. As it gives you a whole bunch that's just right here. I think those are... Oh, no, those were actual ones I can pick up. I wasn't sure if they were just like the random ones on the floor or if they were actually usable materials. And there are a whole bunch of pebbles, which will make our pallet that much easier and quicker to build. Alright, what else do I need for my pallet? Base building, no. Meal prep, no. Utilities, no. I always forget where these things are. Utilities, yeah, utilities, plank pallet. And I need some more woven fiber. Which means I need some more of... Let's grab these quickly. Let's get all of these down, just to grab as many plant fibers as I can, as quickly and easily as I can. Alright, let's pick all these up. This will make it that much quicker again for us. Unfortunately, my pallets are now all over the place because of this update. But like I said, it's not. I'm not complaining about the update. It's just that, unfortunately, it negatively affected what I was doing. But again, so be it. So let's craft this up. Materials. Craft as many of these as possible. And we're going to start getting them going. And these pallets are really going to make it that much easier for me to actually build my base. So plank pallet. Let's build this. I don't really want it on top here because I might have more stuff I need. So for now, I think let's put it down here where there's nothing really else of importance. Let's put it over there. So now what I can do is I can go and put down all of my pallets. Oh, I've got some more resources here. So I go down here and I grab all my wood pallets. I can now at least consolidate them into one nice place. And you walk over to it and you essentially just unload into it. Oh wait, no, sorry, this is the grass pallet. Whoops. Wrong one. And let's grab these ones. And now what you can do is, essentially, instead of these just lying around everywhere... Ooh, I need to go get some water. Instead of these lying around everywhere, you can actually stack them up nicely. So they take up less space, and they get pushed around, taken away, moved around, anything like that. Let's go get some more water. Hopefully there's going to be another droplet down here. Otherwise, I'm going to hunt for a dewdrop. There we go. That's what I want to see. Because it fills up both my food as well as my water. Which again, it just helps cut down on time. The less time you're doing stuff like that, the better. So, let's go and grab these pallets that are down here. And we can now at least start consolidating them that much easier. And we've got a base going together now, which is quite nice. Let's stack those there. So, let's take a look and craft the other one which we need, which is a stem pallet. So, I'm going to need myself some more woven fiber. As I said, you're going to be using woven fiber quite a lot, so pick up those plant fibers as much as possible. I need some sprigs, some more grass chunks, and some more woven fibers. So let's head in this direction. Let's pick up these sprigs, pick up the plant fibers as we move along, and just grab all of these. I'm not going to bother with it. Oh, I thought that weave was something else for a second. I know there are spiders in that direction as well, which I want to kind of avoid. Let's grab this. Oh, may as well bring that back with me. Grab all of these, grab all of that. Alright. Let's just throw that in that direction as much as possible because I need to cut down some of this grass while I'm here. Because I need some more grass fibers to do this. And I really need to go and repair my axe. Alright. That's an ant. That's okay. Alright. So, now we can go and build this. I think I have enough resources for it. Stem pallet. Let's do this. So now we've got all our resources in one point, which again, it just makes life easier. You want to have a nice looking base. You want it to look convenient. Why did I not craft those? 1, 2. And now we've got our other pallet ready. Which means we can go and take all of these nice stems. And they can now be in one nice convenient place. And this is now a place where you can just go and grab your resources. And you can go from there. So as you can see, you walk up to it and then you essentially stack them up. And you can get that stack going. And now this is just an easy way to keep your base nicely organized. Get your resources in one point. I did not quite throw that far enough. And we got that going there. So now, as I said, I want to start collecting resources to build my base. But as for now, I will put the base together itself in the meantime. So let me repair this axe. So what you need to repair your axe in the beginning is just quartzite. You open up your inventory, you click on the tool you need to do, and you click repair. And now I've got my tool back up to full use. So I'm basically done with my second day. Got a pretty decent start. A bit unfortunate with the base there, but I've got my resources looking at a good point. I've got a basket going. I think I do actually want to get a second basket up, just so that I can actually separate the things a little bit easier. I need some more plant. Again, I need more plant fibers. Don't think I'm going to have enough. Let's craft as many of these as possible. And I need some more clover leaves. This is one of the things I like to have multiple storage baskets. I know I want to say almost like a bad habit, but it enables me to just organize my resources a little bit better. So when I'm trying to build things, I can very quickly just jump into the right basket, rather than having to search through one basket, not have enough resources. Because as I said in my previous video, I tend to hoard quite a lot, so I like to have a place for everything that I hoard. So let me go back and craft these, so I can get maybe 2 of these baskets out, which wouldn't be a bad thing for me. So let's get back to our utilities, storage basket. Yeah, I can definitely get 2 of these up. So let's go storage basket 1, storage basket 2. Why is this not placing? There we go. craft that over there, craft that over there. Now what I can do is I can essentially go from this one. I can grab like all of the animal products. So grab all of those and I can put that over there. So let's grab these here. Alright, so now I've got the, basically like animal products over there. This one I can then go and essentially just keep all of the stone type tools there. So I can go and I can remove the pebbles from my inventory. And I can go and put those over there. Sorry, that's the storage container. Let's leave that over there. And then let's go to this one and go essentially and do all of my plant-based materials in there. And this just enables me to that much, essentially just, it's easier for me to go through all these resources. I think I'll have to put my spare tool in there as well, just because there's no reason for me to sit with it in my inventory. And let's just organize this a bit better. This is a plant-based product, can go there. And let me put my spears there. And this, again, is something I can eat. Let me actually showcase how that works quickly. So in terms of the food and the utilities, again, I would usually put this in my house. But due to my unforeseen circumstances, I can't do that. So I need some pebblets, I need some sprigs, I need some grass chunks. So pebblets, I got my stone one, I've got enough pebblets. I go to this one. Dry grass chunks, I'm just not going to have enough. And spriglets, I think I need 3. So I think I've got enough of those. Oh no, I needed 4. So I'm going to go get some dry grass as well as spriglet. And then I can get that roast going, I can showcase that as well. Let's grab the dry grass chunks. Oh, I need 2 from that, that's unfortunate. And let's grab the little spriglet, which will then be enough. And may as well grab those resources as I'm going. And let's get our little roasting pit going. Now, the roast pit's quite convenient because it allows you to actually cook your resources. The food resources, like the aphids or the weevils, are what you'll be cooking most of the time. So essentially light it up. At the moment, this doesn't require a fuel source, which is a bit interesting, because I thought it would require like wood or dry grass chunks to actually keep the fire going. But as of right now, it doesn't actually require that, which is a good thing. So I got the little the little aphid cooking there in the meantime. And you can see there, it has now essentially roasted. I'm not sure why you're poking me, my friend, because you're just going to get zapped. But anyway. Oh, no! Ah. Can't let the wounded gnat get away. Where's it gone? Come here, wounded gnat. Come back to me. There we go. So at least we can cook that as well. So we got ourselves our aphid roast, and we can start essentially cooking our gnat. So once you got your cooked food, a juicy roasted aphid slows and restores a large amount of hunger. These are very nice because essentially they will basically max out your food. Half finished with my food, so I don't desperately need this right now, but as you can see, it maxes out and actually cooks quite nicely. I'm going to take this gnat roast off because I want to show what will happen to it. And what I want to showcase is that food does not last long. It essentially spoils very, very quickly. So I'll keep it in my inventory. I picked this up at 5 o'clock on my previous night. So, as I said, there's not much I would want to do. I want to go grab some food quickly so I got that going for my next day. And whilst I'm here, I want to grab these. So as for my second day, I've now gotten myself the base utilities of what I need for building materials, as well as I've gotten myself a nice resource pouch and organized my resources. And this game, you will have to manage your resources quite a lot because it's a survival type of game where you're spending most of your time collecting and improving your resources. So having those organized is very, very useful. What's that? Oh, aphid honeydew. That's very nice. So spend the time to organize your resources. Put them in a useful place and do what works for you. I thought I saw something there, but no, I didn't. Do what works for you. For me, as I said, I like to separate my resources based like plant-based, animal-based, insect in this manner, and then like stone-based, just because it enables me to quickly know where things are. And one thing I haven't built yet, which is something I would highly recommend. It's not as important for where I've built my base right now, because you can build up your map, and I know that my base is essentially over here by the mysterious machine. But if you were to build your base somewhere else, what you can craft, and it's really useful, is a trail marker. And these trail markers essentially put out waypoints on your map, which enable you to easily get back to where you want to go. So what I would normally do is I'd put this essentially, I can't put it on the mysterious machine itself. So let's put it over here. So you can put it down over here, you build it, and then when you can set it, you can essentially set a different loadout, essentially what you want your icon to be. So I'm going to put this as essentially like a sleeping place because this is where my resource is going to be. And let me keep this as black just so that I know which one it is. So now you see you got a little icon there which tells you how far you are away from it. And you can see this through other materials as well. So whilst exploring, you always know which direction you need to walk back. And it enables you to just progress through the world a little bit safer and a little bit easier. As I see now, I don't know if there's any resources I haven't actually scanned yet. I don't think I've actually scanned that yet. So I want to take a quick run there because the day is almost over and I want to keep on analyzing as many materials as possible. Just because I want to keep that science intake going. I think that's everything that I can do. So let's go and run back here because I want to keep those science resources moving, and you want to analyze as much as possible to discover those new recipes as well as to build up those science resources because that's quite important as it enables you to buy recipes later on, which is what you want to do. So later on, once you go to the actual oak tree, you can spend your science points to get yourself new building recipes and to improve recipes you already have. And I don't think I'm going to get... Oh, I got some armor glue and a stuffed mite, which is quite exciting. Alright. So this is almost the end of the next day. What I want to do is get myself some water just to make sure that when I sleep, that I won't wake up thirsty in the morning. Let's grab all of these nice little sprigs, which I will always use. Let's put those resources back in the nice little animal compartment because I'm not going to need them anymore. That can go there, that can go there, that can go there. And then let's put these over here. And you can use those trail markers when walking around the world as well. If there's a specific resource you're looking for and you're going to go back to using it quite often, you can set those trail markers to get back there very easily. I just want to make sure... Oh, wrong resource. I just want to make sure that I've still got the save point here, just in case. Because of the update, and if anything went askew there. Alright. So as for my second day, got my workbench going, which I'd recommend getting going as quickly as possible. Primarily for the armors. And now I can go, and what I did as well was get these, get the pallets down as well, which enables me to store my resources a little bit easier, as well as getting those storage baskets out there. And really, you've got to organize those resources as much as possible. I'm really excited about these new parts. I think it looks beautiful, and I'm really, really keen to see what these go. So hopefully I'll put a house together as the next video, and we can do another nice house building episode next. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking a look and seeing what I want to do for my next day. What I definitely want to do is get some of these fiber bandages going to make sure I can actually just survive in case something does catch me off guard. And in terms of these, I think the next thing I want to do is get myself my sprig bow going, as well as getting myself some arrows. Acorn shovel, unfortunately, is still quite a way off because I need to get myself some acorn shells, which is not going to happen right now. And I can get myself my spiky sprig club as well. So I think for my next day, I'm going to be planning on getting some new tools going, as well as getting my house going in a bit of a better spot. So whilst it's turning nighttime, I don't want to venture too far away from my house. Why is my torch... Do I not have a torch? Don't know why my torch is gone. Oh well, that's alright. It is now nighttime. I think I will leave it here just because I don't want to play with fire. So that is going to be our video for today. Just in your second day, making sure you've got your food going, making sure you've got your water going, and making sure that you're starting to progress with your resource management. Consolidating those resources and planning your next step. Bit of an unfortunate day with my house no longer being valid, but it does mean that I'm able to build a new house using the new resources and making it look that much better. So as always, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you did enjoy it. I am really enjoying playing this game. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's a very relaxing, stress-free game, which is what I need in my life right now. So if you did enjoy the video, please do consider liking and subscribing. It always does help me out, and let me know what you want me to see doing in this game as well, because I'm going to go for very much a chilled playthrough, explaining what I'm doing, talking through everything, and trying to give tips and tricks for people who are also starting out new in this game, because I am starting out new in this game. So discovering it together is really what I want to do. But if there's something specific you want to see or any questions you have, definitely drop that down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.